What's up, Jake? It's Jason. Here's Amy, guys.
Hey everybody, you know the deal. Jake, the Medford guy, Pips Knives, Pips Plows, and we'll talk a little bit about who else is involved in this shipment today. I can't really say much about this other than let's take a look because it's the sexiest group of knives I've seen in a long time. This right here, this little section of knives here started off as this very sweet little dress Marauder satin blade. The boys faced it and blue anodized it. When it came back, I said I thought it was just screaming for some sort of laser engraving. So Adam, who's been doing our artwork on the laser, threw the cherry blossoms on there. And then once I saw that, and I had a couple MIDI Marauders trade for Jake, I thought, well, I think we just have to do a MIDI. And so the mid-size is tumbled. It's flamed hardware. It's a brushed and custom flame clip and brushed spring with blue anode. That blue really pops. And then once I did that, Jake said, well, how about a full-size Marauder? Which I did, because that's how we roll. This one did already have a 3V PVD blade, so it's not matching blades. It doesn't perfectly match, and you know what? It's okay. This one here, the cherry blossom on the full spring, and it's got the texture of the branches, and then the flowers are smooth. It's just sleek and very classy and feminine and just beautiful, and it's a full set here. So if anyone's interested, I'm sure Jake will be throwing some very pretty pictures up on his website. A full Genesis tie here, 1/4 inch thick blade, 3V drop point tumbled. A very cool, I'm not into rainbow anodized fade, but this one here is brilliant. And the clip brushed as well, wickedly cool. So cool. I'm skipping this and we'll go over here. When I originally, we were gonna have 2 dress Marauders in the shipment, and one was the Death Eater and the other one was Cherry Blossom. So it's a nice contrast to see the two. This one's bead blasted in bronze, so it's got that dark matte finish. Death Eater's got the skull and the cobra, it looks like, yep. And so this one faced, it's got the polish, it's sleek. You couldn't ask for 2 completely different knives done in the dress, so you can kind of see the different ways that we can go on knives depending on what you're looking for. Full size, the only on Belay, all PVD'd, clip, handle, spring, and hardware. This one here, faced and bronze anode, but flamed around the perimeter. So it's got a bronze field, it's faced, flamed hardware, flame clip, bronze anodized spring. And very much like the Genesis tie, we have a faced and rainbow fade on the Belay. Up here, this was kind of the boys having fun. You know, Jake always wants something cool and unique and different and odd and weird, and that's why we love Jake. So we did a little what we call atomic grind texturing on a machete. It's not for everybody. It's going to be for some dude who wants something cool and unique and interesting. So I'm sure Jake is going to find that person. And again, I talked about this in another video today. This is going to be how our sheaths come. With this new MKT logo embedded and screwed right into the sheath itself. It really takes the sheath to a whole new level. Very cool. And Bonfire off to the side. We have a single Bonfire, pretty straightforward. A heavy-duty 1/4 inch thick blade. Actually, it's almost 300 thou. That's a fat blade right there. It's a heavy knife and fantastic for camping, any sort of utilitarian work out in the field. And I held up to the very last minute because this one right here is the belle of the ball. Jake has teamed up with Al with Ass Kickers. They are together as a team, and what Al brings to the table is his jewelry work, his jeweling work. And I'm sure you've seen pictures. Greg posted a video. This 6-gun pivot screw has diamonds embedded down. It has a custom torque created by Greg. So custom pivot screws, diamonds inlaid. I'm not sure how they're secured. I've had people ask about that. If you want to reach out to Jake and or Al from Ass Kicker, I'm sure they'll have some answers for you. But it originally was Jake's Pips finish, which is basically peaks and valleys. And we took it one next level. This was tumbled PVD, and then Jason Fish took it and just hand worked it, burnished it down to have a high polish. It's pinstripe. You can still see the tumbled PVD on the perimeters. So there's a high polish. The clip has a high polish around the perimeters. You still see the PVD on the flats. The blade has a high polish on the flat, PVD on the bevel. I mean, it just doesn't get any sicker than that. I have an idea of what I would charge if I sold this knife, and Jake and I talked about it, and we met we came to the same conclusion as to what he should charge. So if you see what he's charging for the knife, it is legit, straight from the horse's mouth. So those knives right there are absolutely jaw-dropping, bombshell, sexy, sick. I hope somebody out there snags up a couple of these. I can't imagine them lasting long. So probably won't post the video until Jake has these knives in his hand. So once you see the video, these knives are going to be ready and hot to sell. So reach out to Jake at Pips Knives, Pips Plows, aka the Medford guy. And please know that Al Verduzco with Ass Kicker is teamed up with him on other projects as well. So keep watching the videos, stay tuned, all that good stuff. Have a good weekend. Until the next time, I'm out.